What's up, everybody? It's that guy Skimpy. Today we're going to be making brush jigs. All right. So the other day, me and Big Sal made a video fishing these brush jigs, and once I posted it to YouTube, I got an email asking if I'd make a video making the brush jigs. I thought I made a video making brush jigs, but I looked back and I didn't, so apologize about that. So here it is. This is going to be about brush jigs. This is a great jig to have in your arsenal. I used to fish Arky Head and Poison Tail a lot, and ever since I got my hands on the brush jig mold, man, I've been fishing this more and more. It's actually becoming my go-to jig. I love it. I fish the half ounce 90% of the time. If I'm fishing shallower water, I will fish the 3/8. I'm fishing deeper water or nastier structure or whatever, I will fish the heavier 5/8, just so sometimes you gotta punch through stuff or whatever. But like I said, 90% of the time I'm fishing the half ounce, man. I love it. So we'll talk about color here real quick. This is pretty much my go-to color. This is a green pumpkin, and also has a green pumpkin jelly with it. The head, I color it, what is it called? Watermelon pepper, sorry about that. So yeah, the head is called watermelon pepper, and I also make it with a June bug head. Comes out great with the purple in there, and it shows off the purple in here as well. The other color, good old black and blue. Can't go wrong with your good old black and blue. Then the other color I go with is like a craw type color. And this is the same, except I put red in this one, but yeah, it's the same skirt, but this has a little bit of red. On this one, I poured it with a new penny color, and on this one is a green pumpkin, and I put a little bit of new penny on there. But yeah, these craw colors, they're pretty nice. All right, last but not least, it's a new one I've been kind of testing out. It's a perch color. Usually I don't flip, kind of a perch color, but don't knock it till you try it, man. It works, what can I say? All right, so let's talk about what trailer I use. Easy, the Mad Dad 3XL. There's so many trailers out there, man, and a lot of them are great, but my go-to is the Mad Dad 3XL by Do It Molds. I love this thing. This color right here is green pumpkin with blue on the back. It's like an Okeechobee craw. It goes perfect with this. Sorry. Fish a lot of, watermelon, green pumpkin, or even blue with this color right here. That's my go-to, but yeah, the Okeechobee craw, man, it rocks. All right, so let's talk about the molds. There's actually two different molds. There's one for the larger sizes, which has a 1 ounce, a 3/4, and a 5/8. So they recommend for the 1 ounce a 6/0, for the 3/4 a 5/0, and for the 5/8 a 4/0. And then they have the one for the smaller sizes, which is the half ounce, the 3/8, and the 1/4. So for the half ounce, they recommend a 4/0. For the 3/8, they recommend a 3/0. And for the 1/4, they recommend a 2/0 or a 3/0. With the half ounce, man, I go with 5/0. It's my go-to. I use these VMC hooks, 60-degree hook. Nice stout hooks. Really like them. All right, man, so let's pour some of these. All right, so if you notice here, I got the mold sitting on the pour pot. Get it nice and hot. I've already smoked the mold, but now it's time to put on some gloves. Always wear gloves when you're dealing with lead. Do it in a well-ventilated area. And also, do not forget your safety glasses. Let's do work. All right. So I'm gonna load it up here. And like I said, I'm gonna use the 5/0 hooks. Load it up. And I'm also going to use the, I forgot the name of it, the little pin guard, the weed guard pin. So it just goes in just like this. All right. So you shut it. Make sure that it's completely shut. All right. So then you just take the lead right into the cavity. Pour it. Perfect jig. Okay, so I have a bunch of these poured. It's time to start painting. So I have the oven preheated at 350 degrees. So once I powder coat these, I put them in the oven for about 20 minutes. So I use another different type of weed guard pin here, and this is the Teflon. The reason I use the Teflon is because the paint can come off of it a lot easier than the metal ones. So the reason you want to use the Teflon pin is you put it right where the weed guard goes, so when you paint it, no paint gets in the hole. All right, so then I take these hemostats here. All right, so what I do is I take the heat gun and I rotate it over the heat for about 20-30 seconds. Get it hot enough, then I dip it right into this Pro-Tech powder paint. I'm going to be using the watermelon pepper. All right, so here we go. All right, so now that it's nice and hot, I dip it right into the powder paint and come out, knock off the excess, make sure that the hole here is clear. If it wasn't clear, what I do is I take a piece of spinnerbait wire and I put it right through. So all right, so then you take out the weed guard, and if you see, there's the hole. So they've been in the oven and they've been baking. Got a couple different colors, couple different styles. But anyways, yeah, man, they've been baking for about 20-30 minutes, so it's time to take them out. Okay, so now it's time to put the weed guard in. So what I use is I use this 5-minute epoxy. And I stir it with a little Q-tip. I just squirt just a little bit. There's a couple, I'm doing a couple of jigs, so suck it back, and then I put my cap back on. Okay, so then I mix it up. Okay, so then I take the weed guard, put a little bit of epoxy on there. Not too much, not too little. I put it right in the hole. And you want to push it down, make sure it goes all the way in. That's it. Sit for about 5-10 minutes and it dries, and then it's time to put the skirt on. Okay, so now the brush jig is painted. The weed guard is epoxied in. Now it's time to skirt it. I already made up this skirt. This is that green pumpkin with the green pumpkin jelly on there. So how I do it is I just go straight down. Pull it right over the collar. So it's like that. Take some scissors. Cut that off. Cut that. Cut all your tabs. There you go. Straighten it out a little bit. My go-to jig. That's awesome. Right, so there it is. 1/2 ounce brush jig. Make sure to go check out Do It Molds and pick up this brush jig mold. Also check out Do It Molds and get that Mad Dad 3XL for the quad trailer, man. That thing rocks. All right, well, hey, thank you for watching. Hope you learned something. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And all right, shout out to C2 Castware. Man, you gotta check out their apparel, man. It is awesome. All right, guys, that guy's Skimpy.
Yeah.